Hello everybody, welcome back to Anomaly Cup number 1. This is going to be between Just Carrier and Void Warrior. We're returning to Group A for these ones here. Oh dear. I've got the hiccups. See, how long was I streaming before I started here? I always get the hiccups right when we start the recording. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We have a text document for this one. It's called No PNG, I Got Depressed. So I think that tells you everything you need to know about this one here. It is going to be random versus Conf both times, and Just Carrier grabs the Boneyard, Void Warrior grabs Firebase. You don't think chat works? What do you mean? I think it does work. Yeah, come on, it works. But you're just gaslighting me again. You're evil. Also, the Carrier's got a fever. Yeah, he did make me do it. Carrier's got a fever. Void Warrior took a little bit of damage there, but it's not going to be a huge deal. You know, in the earliest versions of Anomaly, when we started with this whole Carrier fever problem, it was actually impossible to not take any damage at all. You'd always take a little bit, and it was just about trying to minimize it. Base Runner retired here as well for Void Warrior. But if you play COD F and Anomaly, like, look how small these vision bubbles are, right? You can't see nothing. Compare that to this probe, I mean, man, like, this just doesn't look fair, does it? Well, it's all about the mobility system. When you have this thing all the way powered up, it's this massive boost to your vision range and to your speed and everything. You don't have it powered up at all, quite the opposite. It's a massive debuff to all of it, and so you really need to get power as COD F. That's like the #1 thing. None of your units work if you don't have any power. And we're kind of seeing a demonstration of that right now. Oh no, we're not going down there again. We're not doing it. Hey, it's Just Carrier. I liked the name of your text, of your info document. No PNG. I'm depressed. Excuse me. Oh no, you can hear the freaking machine gun in my apartment going off. that is in fact the washing machine, if you guys can hear that. Take a look at these salvagers here, for example, right? He's long distance mining, yeah? These guys are moving at like... They're moving at like 60% speed, you know. It's bad. It's bad. You really need to get power in that mobility system. And this is one reason why Just Carrier would never recommend retiring the Base Runner, for example. He wants always to get an artifact out right at the beginning to get some of that carrier power. You can tech systems 1 and 2 as well. That's going to help a lot. You get this thing powered up to 2, then you take away the debuff that you have. So that's always nice. And we got Void Warrior trying to attack a Base Runner with Sand Skimmers. I guess he didn't learn from last time. What am I hearing outside? Oh, it's raining! Carrier power doesn't mean anything anymore. Well, I guess you can really just make up anything you like on the internet. But yeah, you can see, like, Sand Skimmer's not going to do well against the Base Runner here. They would do fine against a turret if it was set up, but that is actually going to be set up back at the base, and then you're not going to be able to get anything done there. And in fact, we had Base Runner inventory come out too. So it's going to be a turret here as well. And it looks like attack helicopters is the order of business here for Just Carrier. That rain is really loud. Can you hear it? Like, is that coming through on the microphone? I feel like I'm getting attacked. Ow. Yeah, and these are some sad assault ships, man, I'm telling you. Because again, they have that mobility debuff, right? They should be as fast as, like, a Sand Skimmer with raiding, but right now they're slower than a Sand Skimmer without raiding. We do have Smokefish on the way, that's pretty cool, but... Oh, and in fact, the attack helicopter was cancelled by Just Carrier. Look at that. He must have said something non-kosher on Twitter, you know? There's the orbital strike to open the wreck. Classic, classic. Oh, you're right, he doesn't even have ref mode yet. He's still... Oh no, he's still long distance mining here. And again, you're long distance mining without mobility support, so you're actually like... Oh gosh. Oh no. If we quit the replay right now and check the resources mined, I think Just Carrier is gonna be like 4 times higher than Void Warrior right now. Yeah, it doesn't matter what patch it is. That's GG. I agree. I agree. That's terrible. I didn't realize how bad that was. Oh goodness gracious. Carrier, tell me this. Do the air units get affected by mobility support? I think that they do, don't they? So even these smokefish, which are normally pretty slow units too, I mean, they're gonna be like crawling along the map, like, ugh. Okay, don't listen to Houston. Nobody listen to Houston. He's just giving nothing but bad advice. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. We got attack bombers coming out as well. Well, I say that the tech is finished, so we could go for that if he likes. Oh man. That's the fastest you'll ever see a probe move in Anomaly is when it's standing still, you know. Okay, here comes the attack helicopter. I do love these things, you know. They used to be really wonky when they had to move like normal air units, but they were just super slow and didn't have any vision. They're so much better now. I love the carrier stuff with these. And they're just gonna eat everything up here. No surprises there. Ooh. Hey, nice. Dude, 3D modeling is hard, man. I'm sure I told you already, but I tried to get into it a little bit for making the PTRD, and I was like, this ain't happening. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I was like, what happened here? No, just some logistics mod. We do have a few aerial fish, so that's good. See, this is why we call it the helicopter, by the way. See how we can just stand still like this? It's just patiently waiting for the docking port. Okay, there he goes. Hey, I saw that. His wing clipped through the carrier floor there. Oh. He has ref... Yeah! Let's go! And he got anti-air. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Better late than never. And I'll tell you what else could be good anti-air, actually, is Flying Fortress. You know? You get it? B-17s, right? Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It's probably an endless thing, right? Problem is, of course, these smokefish are painfully slow because, again, he doesn't have any mobility support. And Just Carrier can see it with the probe there. I don't know why these AVs are going over here. They should probably just head over there, but he's not gonna get donked by. He's not gonna get donked by the aerial fish. Yeah, he doesn't have it. Of course, this used to be Afterburner in vanilla, you know. Anomaly just does armor instead. Looks like that will kill one AV, maybe the second. It's been all sprayed up with Agent Orange, you know. Oh yeah, he'll go down too. The 2 artifacts are going to extract again. More sand skimmers here, but you know that's alright. You gotta get an education in C#. Nah, that's the easy part. That's the easy part. Really though, like 3D modeling is tough. It's very difficult to do that. You know, I actually wouldn't be throwing the smoke here, because yeah, it does damage, but it's not... Like, it actually blocks the base runners from shooting. That's okay, though. Base runners are both gonna get out. And again, you can't be using sand skimmers against base runners like that. Hey, Leroy! Welcome, my friend. We got some arty cruisers, which are just like long-ranged anti-air. Just Carrier's chilling, man. He's just chilling. He doesn't care. You know, I think actually this turret is maybe a bit misplaced even, because if it would go like right here, or the sand skimmers would go right here, I think they could shoot this. That's okay though. Not looking forward to the C# because you have no programming experience. Well, in that case, maybe it will be a bit difficult, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Besides, I'm always willing to help. So I don't know too much about like interfacing with Unity, but programming in general, I can do that. Yeah, that's what I've heard, but I wouldn't trust it. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't trust it for too much. You know, AI language models are prone to what's the word they use for this? Hallucinating, right? Where they just like make crap up. Precision strike right there. Yeah, no, sure, I'd be perfectly happy to help with it. Also, there's dirt in your eye, you can't see nothing. When these auto fire shells land, they put some dirt in your eye, as Tobey Maguire would say. They make it difficult to see anything. Exactly, pocket sand, yeah. See if we can get like a demonstration of that. If one of these units gets hit, you'll see its vision radius shrink all of a sudden. I think they're all moving, so it'll be a little difficult for them to get hit. Maybe this guy? No. You'll just have to trust me, yeah. Oh! Yeah, like that! See, look, now he doesn't have any vision, right? And then it comes back. So that's what's happening when these artillery shells land. The missile battery mortar does the same thing. Support cruiser anti-ground is coming out. It's always nice. And there's no anti-air left, so these gunships are just having a field day. And yeah, Void Warrior's like, I'm tired of this. Also, what is this guy doing? Show off. But yeah, he's like, I've had enough of this. It's time to get out of this one, and I don't blame him. I want to give a little shout out as well to the hiccups. Oh no. Excuse me, to the carrier heal system here. He's got it on satellite uplink, you know, which means that units are getting healed from like across the entire map. Like you notice these guys are fighting the missile ships, but they're still at full health. That's why. So. Yeah, you don't want to just let your opponent get all this carrier power and then, like, not do anything yourself. In fact, in general, I would just say, get ref mode, please. Don't long distance mine off your third. It's like Carrier said. I mean, I don't care what patch this was. That was not going to go well. Let's jump into game 2. It's going to be on Firebase Crow. Yeah, I suppose I could have, but I mean, this also, I think, demonstrates it pretty well. That's a big, big difference right there. Oh. Master Chief, that doesn't look bad at all, actually. He sent me screenshots of the model here. It's not easy to do, you know. 3D modeling. Wow. Oh, carrier fever. Recovered. Spectacular. Good moves. Good moves. And it's Coalition again? Well, of course it is. He's playing random, you know, but... Man. You always get Coalition when you play random. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. But yeah, it's Space Runner Retire once again. Very sad. Very sad. I definitely wouldn't recommend it. And again, we have Sandscaper Fat coming out with the forward PC. Like, I think you probably could play this way as Galzian, but... How are you gonna do this as Con F? You don't have any vision, you don't have any speed. Right? Look at this, this thing's moving at like 50 speed. This thing's moving at like the speed of a battle cruiser in vanilla across the map here. You know what I mean? Oh shoot, did you accidentally just pick Coalition for this one? Or do you mean what you were suspecting earlier, that there's like a bug that can cause that to happen? Oh, a little bit of a standstill there for the base runner, cause it to take some damage. Hey, good micro here. You know what? Maybe Void Warrior's actually gonna get him with Sandskivers. Not an easy feat. Wow. Alright. I have some faith. Not much, but some. We have Sandsieger Armor 1, which is not ideal either. The problem is, LAVs will just have a field day with these guys. Now, it is possible that you could lose the carrier here. That's like the only way that this works, right? You just have to focus down that carrier, or maybe you could just kill a whole bunch of salvagers. That might work too. Watch out for the death packs too, though. That carrier's taking damage. It's down to 3/4. Ooh. But I don't think that you're gonna be able to finish it off, though, right? Yeah, surely not. Yeah, right? Like, if you kill it, you win the game, but if you don't kill it, you lose the game. Probably, anyway. Still, though, 30%, I mean, that was actually pretty close. You know, and I should point out, like, the risk of losing a carrier to Sandskivers in the very early game is real. Like, I think you could certainly pull this off against people if they're not paying attention. But just Carrier knew what he was doing. He's not going to get caught by that. And now the LEVs chase down. They're faster than the production cruiser, which doesn't have ref mode, which means it can't turn on combat mode. And there's no mobility support, so it can't really run either. So he needs those assault ships, and he needs them ASAP. And this is why, again, and this is true for vanilla too. I mean, Andraki and everything. Don't get that Sandskiver armor upgrade, right? You need to get tech, or you need to get 2PC. It's always a mistake. Doesn't matter what patch you're in. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record. I know I've said that like 9 million times before, but like, you know, I wouldn't sound like a broken record. People just learned the lesson already. Skim's gonna try to fight here, but again, they can't do anything. Yeah, right, because you don't need 2 PCs that can't fight. Yeah, no, it's true. Ref mode for... In fact, look, read the description. It says there. Or switch to combat mode, improving their speed and weapon range. It's right there. You know? You need ref mode in order for frontline PCs to actually do anything. And you need mobility support in order to, you know, not be blind. I like how the assault chip is dodging all of the shots, though. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I guess that's true. With enough mobility support, they probably get faster than LAVs, don't they? And like, these assault ships here should actually theoretically be a a possibility to counter the LAVs. It's kind of a difficult fight because, you know, your opponent is more long range, but you're more DPS at close range. But if you're missing like 30% of your speed, how is that ever going to work? You know what I mean? And he's just going to GG out. I just think he doesn't understand. He needs that mobility support. Either that or just play Gaussian. Yeah, how many LAVs is that? 11? Rough, man. Very rough. Very rough. Well, Just Carrier's gonna take the 2-0. And we shall move on to the next one.